With technology being one of the most sought after working fields nowadays, you start hearing more and more about employee burnout and how people tend to take sabbaticals in order to find peace and meaning in their lives. Let me tell you why sabbaticals are a waste of time and what you can do instead to prevent that from happening. First of all, we need to understand how did it get there. More often than not, people in corporate jobs tend to have their lives on autopilot. This happens both on a personal level as well as on a professional level. This factor contributes tremendously to high burnout. When you have an aha moment and suddenly realize that you have been doing the same thing for the last 10 years, you are not happy and you need a radical change. This is how you get to burnout, not being honest with yourself and assessing your situation periodically. If you do that often, you might realize that you are unhappy and prevent such an event from happening. Here is my advice. The average company tenure is around 2 years in tech. So I would say do yourself a favor and have an honest conversation with yourself every 2 years about your professional situation. You will be amazed what it can reveal. If you have those assessments, you might be inclined to make incremental changes rather than completely change the course of your life, which might be better for you in the long run. Here you will say, but man, I'm really burnt out. I really want to go to Thailand and sit on a beach for a year. Everything will be the same when I come back, right? Wrong. If we talk about your skills, they might shrink over the course of a year. A new JavaScript framework might become the next big thing, or people might go back to writing PHP again. Whatever the case may be, your skills will be at least rusty. There I can add the soft skills as well. Maybe you won't be able to present as well. Communication might be worse, and generally your confidence might drop as well. Also, one of the most important skills, which is the ability to learn, will drop significantly, whatever your field of expertise might be. You will be spending a lot of money even if you will be going to Southeast Asia. Self-sustaining for a whole year or even 6 months will be expensive. You might even be forced to sell some of your portfolio to be able to afford the trip. It's a lose-lose situation. Also, you might not be able to find a job right after coming back, so imagine spending another 3 to 6 months trying to get a job without any cash flow. All the soul searching might not be worth it after all. I've heard people saying, "Oh, I will completely pivot into a different career after the sabbatical." You are shooting yourself in the foot. You will start on a low salary and lose the minimum amount of skills and networking you already had in your original field of work. The beauty of the corporate world is that you can always pivot within your domain to a completely different job. For example, you can become a product manager if you hate software engineering, or go into wealth management if you didn't like investment banking. The examples here are countless. Other people will say, "I will open a business." Let's be honest with ourselves here, shall we? Operating a business without any prior knowledge is already hard enough, let alone doing it without any cash cushion to fall back into. If you're really passionate about a business, I'm sure you can create the smallest version of it while doing your job. It will be a safe test to see if it's working and you like it as much as you imagined. But man, I'll go on a sabbatical and then come back to my old job as nothing happened. You are wrong again. Not working for an entire year might have consequences for the next couple of years. You might not get a bonus. You will be passed for that sweet promotion and your team might drastically change and leave you with no room to grow. It might hurt your career big time. I hope you can see where I'm going with this. Sabbaticals are just a way of hiding all the dirt under the carpet with the hope of it disappearing. Bad news, it will still be there even after you come back. Combining this with the fact that you can realistically retire after about 15 years of working to a medium to low cost of living area after consistently saving and investing, it makes sabbaticals not being such a great deal after all. Here I have to make a quick disclaimer. I'm not against taking a break. In fact, I'm all for it. And I truly understand people needing a break and going for a break for multiple months or even years when everything is properly planned in advance. However, if you consider the sabbatical to be a way of escaping your life and problems, it might not be the best deal you are getting yourself. And this is why sabbaticals are a waste of time. Let me know in the comments below if you are thinking about getting a sabbatical and why. Maybe I will change my view on the matter. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you next time.